Welcome back to another episode of Happy. I'm Michael Zonham.
Derek, we are back for another fun-filled episode. Episode 153.
Hoot hoot.
Hoot hoot. For all of you, quick shout-out to our sponsors, just to get it going quickly. Queen City Creative Works is an etch shop on roids. Head over to queencitycreativeworks.com. They're a married local couple in Buffalo. They make customized items for us as well as you and other people. Right now we have coasters for sale that are black slate. We have bottle openers, and we also have water bottles that are all branded. Head over to queencitycreativeworks.com and click Shop Now for Buffalo Happy Hour and help support two businesses in one. Next sponsor is High Peaks Imagery. High Peaks, thanks for all that you do, okay? They head over to your business with a first-person drone, and they fly that around, and they capture all the things that emphasize your business and then create content for you to use for your marketing experience, okay? So if you are interested in High Peaks Imagery, head over to highpeaksimagery.com, and they will fly a first-person drone through your establishment for you. Thank you, High Peaks. And then Addie's, thank you for your logo, as always. So last week we were talking about your honeymoon and the team that is working stateside on your behalf because you decided to work with a travel agency, which some people think is dumb, and really it's because they haven't used one.
I think most people think it's dumb.
Yeah, well, they're idiots.
I feel like most people think of travel agents like lawyers or doctors. Like, they're just useless professions.
Sure, until you use it and then realize, wow, they just did a unbelievable amount of work for me, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, like Matt Aray's a lawyer.
Yeah, correct.
He's probably going to do a ton of work.
Oh, yeah, all the work.
That's kind of depressing. I'm kind of sad that he's gone from the aspect that I want an 80-foot or an 80-yard punter on the team. I don't want the whole rape stuff on the team. We can keep that off the field.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I kind of do miss that leg, you know?
Well, no comment.
I think there's a lot of comments.
I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole because I have nothing but a horrible dark humor jokes. Yeah.
I just feel like this is the one situation where I'm like, all right, let him go. Most of the time, I'm like, let's hear him out. Most of the time, I'm like, you know, there's so much stuff that could be money grabs, false allegations, all this stuff. But this chick made it in October. There was no, he just got drafted. I have to make this allegation.
And then they're talking about, like, there's evidence, like, legitimate evidence of his confession that he made on radio, talking about, like, how he had sex with an underage kid. Like, just horrible.
Yeah.
He doesn't belong in the NFL.
And he's not. He's shot for life.
Oh, yeah, he's screwed.
Yeah. Speaking of shot for life, did you see Brian Robinson?
Yeah, that's insane.
That's super sad.
Yeah, it is.
Luckily, he's fine, but just got a bullet in the ass, bro.
Did he really?
Yeah, right in the glute.
Damn, that sucks.
Dude, you know how much that would have to hurt to sit down?
Absolutely.
Oh, my God. They got to dig that shit out, and no pun intended.
Right.
But that's going to be painful for a while.
Yeah, the only person I know that experienced more pain is either 50 Cent or Lieutenant Dan.
True.
So, yeah. So, honeymoon.
Yeah, honeymoon. Speaking of the rape allegations, honeymoon. So, yeah, I think that people just don't think travel agents are useful. And like we were saying before, I would rather have a relaxing vacation, meaning I'm doing stuff and having everybody handle the logistics at the back end, than me laying on a beach and having to worry how I'm getting to the beach.
No doubt.
I don't even like the beach. I'm talking to my cousin because my cousin's getting married next year. And he's like, where are you going? And I'm like, Scotland for 11 days. He goes, no way. I'm trying to think of where I'm going to go. Probably a beach. I'm like, bro, like, let's think about that for a little bit. Then he's like, he thinks he's going to go to Greece now. I'm like, yes, let's do it.
Yeah.
Because that's just so
much
much more exciting.
If you need someone for help, let me know.
Yeah, that's just so much more exciting to me.
Yeah, it is.
But, I mean, I know that's not everybody's cup of tea. There's a lot of people that have fun at an all-inclusive vacation in Sandals, Jamaica. Like, I get that. That could be a relaxingness. Sitting hammered in a pool. But to me, I just want to experience Scotland, you know?
Yeah.
We're flying into Glasgow, flying left over to, I don't know if I have all the logistics 100% correct, but flying left over to Islay, spending a couple nights there, taking the Jacobite train up to Inverness, and then taking Inverness all the way down to Edinburgh. And I think somewhere we're doing like a puddle jumper plane tour or something like that. I don't know. We're bougie. So, but I'm so excited where, like you were saying, just Let somebody else handle all my problems.
Yep.
Let me get to point A to point B to point C to point D to come home. Let me not have to worry about anything, and that'll be the most relaxing vacation of my life. I'm so excited.
It's going to be incredible.
It does suck that I'm waiting to go until April. I wish I could go like right after the wedding, but the wedding's already 68 days away.
I know.
It's coming up quick.
The other thing too is you have to remember, it's okay that it's not right after because now it gives you something else to be excited and look forward to. It was the same thing for us. We got married in June, then we left in September.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Then after the honeymoon, then I get to look forward to divorce and then my next wife. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Realistically, you remarried to me, so it's fine.
That's true. Good point. We're already basically bound contractually.
Yes. And financially.
Yeah. That's wild, isn't it?
I'm down. All in. All in. Can't have my pride.
If something ever happened to you and Colleen, would you ever get remarried? Do you think that you would ever go through that entire stressful process again? I don't know. I don't think I could.
It's not even that it's stressful. It's just like...
It's just so much pressure.
Would you do
would you get married or would you do... Okay, so it's a lot of paperwork for you. Because I would probably get married again. Like, go to town hall, sign the documents, I guess, if that would make her happy. But I'm not doing this whole 150-person wedding again.
I think it depends on if the person was ever married, like if the woman that you would marry was ever married before.
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, then she might want that.
Right. Can you imagine?
I mean,
That's not the person for me.
I'd rather put the money into like...
A trip to Scotland, bro.
Yeah, that or like, I don't know. I'd rather build a gym. Like,
Right.
I don't even know. Something. But it's fine. It's fine. All right, so we should probably talk about how we're pivoting in regards to our upload schedule and the podcast work that we are doing now compared to before. And officially tell people that it's not negative. It is just us creating content that is more conducive for what we want to do as founders of the Buffalo Happy Hour, but also how we can best help small businesses in our area with their marketing. So 3 years ago, in 2019, Derek and I started this podcast so that, if you're new here, so that we could promote small businesses for free by having the business owners come on our show and talk about what their business is, regardless of what the business was. It didn't matter if you made coffee, if you made whiskey, if you were a bar and restaurant. It didn't matter. Just come on our show and talk to us. We had tattoo artists on, we had barbers on, we had whatever, right? So throwing axes and drinking beers, like anything and everything, breweries. In that, as our set grew with equipment so that the podcast was better, between audio and video quality, we were then doing more with whiskey. And we started doing different events with whiskey. We started doing single barrel picks. We started to create content that was around what we were just generally doing, which then led us to Ireland when we got blessed with this unbelievable opportunity to go to Ireland through the podcast, and we recorded it. And after that, it then essentially led us to work on our creative standpoint of how can we capture what we're seeing from an artistic standpoint that was much more engaging than Derek and I sitting across the table having a drink and catching up. Because 3 years ago, our lives were way different. And this podcast brought us together in holy matrimony. But it also forced us to spend time and catch up as friends because after college, it was just a zoo.
Yeah, you have to think, too, back when we first started, we were uploading Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but Wednesday and Friday were clips. So we would record once a week, honestly, to catch up. Now we see each other 4 times a week.
Yeah.
So our weekly recap is just rehashing what you and I did together, which isn't productive and could sometimes be lackluster in our, like sometimes they're super funny, obviously, but, like, most of the time it's like this, where we have 30 minutes to discuss. We were together all weekend, and before that, we were recording 2 commercials. So what are we really going to talk about? Sorry, I just wanted to make that point clear.
So what we're now realizing is there is a need in Buffalo for a professional, down-to-earth, financially sensible marketing option to promote small businesses post-pandemic. And we're filling that role as best we can with the equipment that we have to substantiate the work that we do while still maintaining our mission statement, which is promoting small businesses for free by providing a platform to advertise. And the podcast now is essentially the way that we are able to introduce ourselves to the business. And post-podcast, that same business can then say, now that I know what you guys are all about, now that I see your setup, I understand where your mindset is. Yeah, like let's do some more content together. Let's continue collaborations, and we help you, you help us, and let's knock this out of the park. And it's just a group of Buffalonians trying to grow their business. And now we're in this position, which is odd when you look back at it, of us creating commercials for small businesses. And it's so much more fun, and it allows us to tap into our creative mindset of how can I really capture everything for these people while not raking them over the coals financially. And first and foremost, like it's not about, for us, making a ton of money, because we're still obsessed with this as a hobby, which is the whole point. In that, we also know what the market is. We know what other people are charging. And from our standpoint, it's kind of egregious. I mean, like, for what? I mean, that amount of money, what are you really spending it on? And we just want to give you a comprehensive avenue that you can take that's going to fully emulate what you want to emulate within your commercial. And it's short. It's like a 3-minute piece, but it's going to be jam-packed with B-roll footage, with voiceovers, with interviews, with drones, if applicable. Mind you, there's still some areas in Buffalo that has 0 restrictions for flying, and we can't overrule the feds, so there's that. But we're doing everything we can to make it a experience that's worth watching for your audience as a business. And it's so much fun for us. So our uploads are going to change moving forward, and this weekly episode is going to be either a full Patreon thing or intermittent to get through certain, because schedules are insane with our full-time jobs that we still do and the business schedules that we work with, fillers, so that we can still have consistent uploads throughout. We just surpassed 500 videos on YouTube.
Wow.
We're at 507. This is going to be 509. Potentially 510 or 11 because of interviews that are going live on Friday, which is insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
So the quote-unquote commercials and or just like different marketing recordings that we do are going to be everything from a standard commercial that we've already released for a couple of different businesses, but also I honestly would not be surprised if there's a couple more vlogs in the future, and then other businesses bringing us in to capture different things that they can use. Like, hey, we hosted this training class, come record it, and then we're going to show future classes what this training entails. And it can be for any type of business. And we're just going to say this, we don't discriminate what the business is based on political beliefs. So if it's firearms related, don't get mad at us. It's the business that reached out to us, and we're helping that business. They're a local small business, and we're just going to help them out. More times than not, one or both of us know the owner personally. They're good dudes or women, and we're just going to help them grow their business. Like, it is what it is. We're not going to get, I'm not going to fly a drone or record gimbal shots, or like, we're just not going to do that at a political rally. Like, we're just not going to do that.
Right.
But if a small business runs and operates range, like, yeah, there's probably, and there's firearms that are being trained and, professionally taught and instructed on, like, don't be surprised if that releases. But it's just, this is what we're going to be doing, and it's just to further enhance businesses with their marketing. Derek, what do you want to add?
Yeah, so from that standpoint, if you would like to join our Patreon, patreon.com/Buffalo Happy Hour, that's probably where we're going to be releasing our episodes from here on out. Now, I don't know what that cadence will be, I think in an ideal world, what Mike and I would like to do is release commercials on Monday, reviews of Wednesday whiskey or whatever, tequila, gin, whatever we're reviewing on Wednesdays, a small business interview on Friday, and then leave Patreon to our weekly episodes where we catch up, we shoot the shit, we talk football because football season's coming up. We still got to remember that. And leave that to Patreon. So I don't know if that's going to be weekly. I don't know if that's going to be twice a month. I don't know we don't know what that's going to be yet. But we just want to let you guys know so you could have some sort of input on this. So if you're listening right now, leave a comment down below about really what you would like to see these weekly episodes go in the future. We're going to be changing some of the Patreon tiers. I think right now our lowest tier is going to be $3. We might change that down to $1. We want to post this somewhere else outside of YouTube. So just like contribute $1 a month and you can have access to this. Like that's kind of what we're thinking, right?
Yes, and then there's also
again, we're not trying to be here to make money. We just want to do something different and leave our YouTube channel to something a little more creative other than just us sitting here talking.
People also have to remember the business end of it, which is unbelievably transparent from business owners to their audience. However, like there's things that we have to do as a business because we are a registered business within the state of New York that basically prove that we're a business.
Yep.
So there's decisions that we have to make to validate the fact that we're a business.
Yeah.
So the $1, really, like
$12 a year.
Yeah, you're really going to complain over $12 over the course of a year? Like, that's absurd. But it validates us as a business to the state, which allows us to do that. So it's just moves like that we have to make that validate certain things. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, and you have to think, too, from a YouTube standpoint, and this is us getting super transparent with you. So from a YouTube standpoint, YouTube looks at our channel and how people are clicking on our videos and how they're passing through people's feeds and then people clicking on our videos. They're taking that information to apply to other videos to help promote it. So, like, for example, our Wednesday whiskey reviews, our small business interviews, and our commercials do significantly more better than our weekly episodes. Weekly episodes, nobody is going into YouTube and searching Buffalo Happy Hour episode 50. No one is doing that. Nobody cares what happened 2 years ago between you and I talking. That's not happening. People are going in, though, and typing Briar Brothers Brewing, and then our video is the first one that shows up. Or Casa Azul, our video is the first interview that shows up. That's the type of stuff that YouTube wants. And us uploading YouTube content of our weekly episodes isn't doing anything to help us in the future. So that's why we're taking these weekly episodes off of YouTube and putting them on Patreon. That way we can help drive more traffic to our channel, which would in turn help small businesses grow. That's really the base of why we're doing this. It's not because we don't want to record weekly episodes. It's partially because we don't have a lot of time, but also not because we don't want to record these. We still want to, but it will behoove us and all the businesses that we work with and all the distilleries that we work with and all the liquor stores that we work with, like Eddie's, to continue to drive traffic to what people actually want to see and are searching rather than Buffalo Happy Hour episode number 150.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one's listening to that.
We just got to be strategic, and we're at that point after 3 years.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is, all of it, literally all of it, is because of all of you. So thank you. So now we have to step up, and we have to meet that, and we have to pivot yet again.
Beep. And let me tell you, this has not come from a week of us at the bachelor party thinking about this. We have been looking at analytics for like the past 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, and seeing trends of what people are watching. So this isn't just a impulse decision because one video did bad. It's a culmination of everything, and we're just like, let's just stop doing that.
It's going to be sweet, though.
Yeah, it will be, because it's going to free up a lot more time for us to do other cool things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So hopefully you guys don't hate us. And if you do, whatever. Won't give a shit. I'm just kidding.
It's all good.
These videos are
out.
sick. If you haven't checked out Casa Azul's interview or commercial, go check that out. Go type in YouTube Casa Azul commercial, and that'll come right up.
Same with Briar Brothers.
Oh, yeah. And other businesses coming out in the future, because we have been working diligently on getting more clients for this. And as we continue to grow, our equipment will continue to grow. We don't even have that good of equipment right now, dude. We have,
we do,
but we don't, though.
Well, compared to what's possible, yes.
Compared to other production companies and commercial agencies, no. We are such at the bottom of the line.
Here we go.
we can spend oodles more money.
Yeah, which is all you care about.
Absolutely. You know, as soon as that paycheck comes in, we're just like, all right, the best drone ever. I do want to get into FPV drones, though. I think that'd be sweet.
We'll see.
How cool would that be?
It's nauseating because there's goggles that you got to wear.
How cool would that be, though? Like flying in through Casa's kitchen? That'd be
Mhm.
sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Like having Xena prop the door open and flying through fryers and stuff. That'd be sweet.
Yeah, like a little mosquito.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
So what's coming up this week? What do we got going on coming up?
We got a podcast with a business in Lancaster. We got our Friday release. And then we have a very busy weekend, like forementioned, with the Stag. And then your busy Saturday, where you're working. You're going to be there 2 days in a row.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm working there a lot lately.
Yeah.
Like September, I'm working there 5 days, I think. October, I'm working there 2 days. Tomboy's going to help me with 1 day. That's going to be a riot,
Oh, my God.
right? It's going to be an absolute disaster. It's going to be me and Tom, the only people working. It's scary, bro. I don't know why they authorized this.
It'll work.
That'll be right. But Tom said he's going to make a graphic for it, and we're just going to pump it out. Just like say, we're going to be there. Come visit us. Come hang out with us. And like try to drive traffic to
You're going to need a third.
the place and be like, we're going to be here. Come drink.
You're
That's
going
what
to
I'm
you're
hoping.
going to need a third.
Let's see how this first one comes.
You're going to pause. You're going to need a third.
If it does, I'll
I'm
shoot
gonna-
you a message.
I'm going to be the door boy.
Feel free then.
Yeah.
Or come by that night.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to drive traffic because
Just
honestly,
give me enough lead time.
there's a lot of people that don't know how good their beer is yet.
I know.
And that's why, like, I want to do as much as I can to, one, help them out and have them not necessarily stress about employees and stuff because that's obnoxious.
Right.
But, two, I just want to bring so many people there because of how good their stuff is. I am convinced, though, that their beer hits harder than most places. You have 3 of them there compared to 3 of them at, like, Resurgence or something, and you're feeling some sort of way. They put some real good stuff in there. Just kidding. Just kidding. They do it really good.
It's good for you.
They make really good beer.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna be there. I'm gonna be there a lot over the next couple weeks, next couple months, and then it's just gearing up for the wedding. That's what it is. That's all it is.
It's going to come
Having
up
fun.
quick.
We got a cool event coming in September, late September, which I have to confirm with Tyler. I texted him once because we're only gonna be there for 1 night,
Correct.
but he has us booked for 2.
Okay.
So we got to talk to him about that. Because I
Okay.
don't want to have them be charged for something they don't want to.
Right.
So more to come on that. It'll be fun. I do want to like film
We have
some
to.
of that, like the drive there.
Yeah,
and then
we have to.
also like when I'm talking, you sit in the back with the gimbal, and then when you're talking, I sit in the back with the gimbal. Like do some stuff like that. I think that'd be sweet. If we could hire somebody,
just-
that'd be cool.
Yeah. Or just set up a stand. We got to keep the overhead low. Business owners.
Yeah, right.
We can just set up that and then just have it record the whole room.
That's not exciting though.
It's not that it's B-roll footage that we can record.
That's not exciting.
Oh my goodness. It's going to be usable.
That's not exciting.
Okay.
We'll bring the gimbal. We'll make some good shots out
Yeah.
of it.
Oh, yeah.
We're a cinematography company now, Mike. We can't just throw a tripod up, you know. It'll be fun.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
But yeah, man, it's 52 minutes. We want to cut this one this short, 22 minutes long.
This is all we got.
See you later, folks.
It's a busy day.
Busy day.
It's a busy day.
I got food inside.
Yeah, it'll be a quick edit for you.
Oh yeah.
It's all set. I still got to drive home from our studio. We're getting after it.
For sure.
The announcement's out. We'll let the dust fall after this bomb that just went off.
Right.
It's fine.
It's like we just got convicted for raping a 17-year-old girl right here, you know?
All right, Derek, take us out.
Natteray's a joke. We didn't do anything. It was a joke. Anywho, thank you all for watching. Yeah, honestly, though, thank you for everything that you guys have done. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for tuning in every week to these weekly episodes. We really do truly appreciate it. And we hope that you come to us over in Patreon. Because, again, for $1 a month or whatever it is, it's really not going to be that much. And we're just going to be posting everything over there. So let us know what your thoughts are on the comments down below. We'd really love to hear your feedback because this is a huge change for us to focus on things that deserve significantly more attention than you and I just sitting here.
Correct.
It's not that it's better, it's not that it's worse, but it's significantly more effort, significantly more attention, and I hope that you guys are okay with that. So let us know in the comments below what your thoughts are, and we'll see you in a little bit.
All right, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Please remember to always drink responsibly. Be a person. And Michael,
Do not litter.
we're out.